welcome back to another shipbuilding guide video, guys. So in this one I'm going to be showing you how to make some sails for a ship or boat. So once you finish the rigging, masts and spars, you can now begin to form the sails. So I'll begin with this spar. You can see that I've angled it like this. Out sections are free, and I'm actually using the ship of the line that I've recently made for this example. So to begin with, as I said, choose the spar and start to create the first line 1 or 2 blocks away from the end. Obviously make this line just below the spar and make it parallel, of course. So that's the first line. I'm just going to tuck that in like that, and now you can begin on the side. So obviously curve it slightly. I prefer to curve it outwards a bit. Obviously you want to make it look as if wind's having an effect on the sail. And let's finish it down here, and that looks about right. So repeat that onto the other side. Once you've done that, you can actually form this line. So don't worry about the 3D aspect at the moment. You can do that the next stage. So that's the bottom line. Of course, like I said, repeat that onto the other side and you'll reach this stage where the 2D frame's done. To make it 3D, you can alter the side view. As you can see, it's perfectly straight now, so we just want to curve it slightly. Okay, just like that. You can do the same on the other side, and you can also do the similar process here. So again, try and make this parallel, or near to parallel with the spar. So sections of 3 here, and slightly shorter sections towards that side, and perhaps slightly longer sections towards the that side. Okay, so once you've completed that process, you'll reach a stage like this. So I've shown curved sides. Make sure this is slightly curved, the top there, and this one is curved as well. I actually prefer to curve that slightly less, just because I find it looks better during the end. So from the stage, you can, if you're unsure of how to sort of form the sail, if you've not done it before, you can actually add most of the frame to, like that, and you can actually add sort of cross pieces as well, but I personally think that's a bit useless, because as long as you know the pattern that you have to form in order to create a certain shape, it's sort of useless. So I usually begin on this side, and I just start connecting these layers. Just start forming sort of round curved layers. So it doesn't have to be perfect at this stage. Just have to make a basic shaped pattern, shaped layer. So like I said, just slightly curve. The more you curve it, the rounder the sail will appear. So just continue this process all the way down to the left side. I'll just complete this one. Okay, so once you've completed that all the way down to the left, as you can see there, you reach this stage where you have a set of sort of layers of wool, slightly curved, but as you can hopefully see, they're not very well refined. They don't look very well formed at the moment. So as you can see here, this one in particular, this layer looks quite odd. So you can just once you've reached this stage, you can now just sort of refine the layers, smoothing them out basically, as I'm doing here. Okay, just like that. And repeat the same process with every layer. You should probably start at one side. You should probably start on the right. Okay, it's quite a time-consuming process, but it does look good in the end. It is worth the time and effort of doing it. So sometimes I just prefer to do that sort of thing on the side, just to curve it a little bit more and make it look aesthetically pleasing towards the side as well. So yeah, once you've sort of refined the layers like I've shown there, you'll reach a stage like this where the layers are more evenly spaced. As you can see, the 2 or 3 blocks away from each other. They just yeah, they just look nicer and they're more evenly spaced. You can see the sides are slightly curved, as you can see there. It's a nice technique to use on the side. Check on that side. So I've curved it a little bit towards the bottom there as well. And obviously try to go for patterns that are aesthetically pleasing. It's perhaps not best to go for realism for these sales, because in my experience, when I've tried to go for realism, the sale has ended up looking less aesthetically pleasing, which I tend to not go for. So you can look at it at the top as well. You can see this is quite straight. I probably prefer this to be more curved, but I'm more bothered about the view of the sail at a normal level. So I'll show you a few examples just to explain it further and give you a few ideas of how you can make different sorts of sails. So you can see on this one we have 2 jib sails at the front. So the process is similar, but obviously not exactly the same. So I'm going for, as I've said before, evenly spaced layers, interesting sort of shapes. So try and make the shapes quite interesting. The same with that sail, that jib sail. And obviously I think this would be classed as a mizzen sail on the back. You can see again the layers are more evenly, quite evenly spaced. Obviously less spacing here where it's expanding faster. Just show you it from the top, and a small little square sail on the front there. So final example, the float that I've made is quite similar to the ship of the line, although the top square sails are quite tall. So that would probably be a good example to show. So you can see less layers there. I've made them slightly straighter, the layers, as it is quite a tall sail, and obviously the I think it's a mizzen sail, yeah, the mizzen sail on the back. I'd probably prefer to curve this layer a little bit more, but yeah, I hope that's given you a good idea of how to create some sails. If you want to actually download some examples, I'll leave the link. I'll leave a world download link to my Renaissance shipback world in the description. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. I hope you've learnt from it, and as usual, thanks for watching.